to share with you some flowers I created as a design team project for Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. I used the items in the Blooming Beauties Flower Kit, and that is part of the Crystal and Pearls Kit Club. So I will go ahead and show you what I created. So Doreen had these beautiful pink doilies in the kit, and I just fell in love with them. They had these, it's like, you know, really puffy, and I cut the middle out so that I could show this pink here and then also here in the middle. So I started out with one of the large tan doilies, and then I used the pink doily here, and then I made petals with those. She had 10 of these like very shabby pieces. So I think I used 4 per flower. So I cut them in half and I folded them to make a petal, and that's this layer here. And then I added this white doily here, and then this really beautiful piece here. I kind of put it at in a diamond shape. I just love that piece. And then I put the pink on top, and then the beautiful rhinestone piece. So that was really easy flower, but I think it turned out very pretty. And then I'll show you the other one that I made. This one has, I put some tails on it. So I used a lot of layers on this one. I used the tan doily in the back, and then the pink doily, and then I used this satin and lace ruffle trim, and then I used this satin and organza trim, and then a piece of lace that I just straight stitched, and another white doily, and then these petals again, and then I added some fun fur, another tan doily, and then the pink doily there. And I added some pieces of rhinestone. They were pink stones on each petal there, and then this beautiful rhinestone piece in the middle. And here you can see the tails. I used this pretty dangle trim she included in the kit, and some seam binding and some fibers and some dangle flowers, and then I just curled some pieces off of the dangled flowers, and that is that piece. I think it turned out really pretty. And then the other flowers are a little bit smaller. This one I knew I wanted to showcase this 4-petal piece here, and I just loved it so much that I tried not to cover it. I used that as the focal, but I just very simple layered the doilies, some of the white lace I gathered, another doily here, and then this 4-petal piece, and another tan little doily, and then this flower piece was also included in the kit. So I just fell in love with that because it just looks very vintage shabby and very pretty. So that's that flower. This one, I was kind of experimenting. She had put some muslin in there, so I wanted to add a little bit of green to kind of bring out the green in the fabric here. But I used some Tattered Angel spray to spray, and then I used some texture paste and stuff like that, and made it real. I just cut the layers with the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals die, and then there's like 1, 2, 3 layers of that, and then there's 2 doilies in the back, and then some white lace that I gathered from the kit, and then this is the fabric I made into a little kanzashi flower, and then there's the little pink center piece that I cut apart to put in the middle there. So that's that flower. And then here's a couple more of the little kanzashi flowers. This is 4 petals and this is 5. I had a total of 13 petals or circles I could make from the strip of fabric that she included. So I was able to make 3 little kanzashi flowers, 2 with the 4 petals and then 1 with the 5. And I thought that really turned out cute. I can add them to a project just like this. I could add a little rhinestone in the middle or whatever I'm, depending on what I'm adding it to. Or I could layer this on another fabric flower if I wanted to. And then this one is really sweet. This was like one of the first ones I made with, it was this pink fabric here. And all I did was rip it in half. So I tore it in half so I could make 2 of these flowers. In fact, I think I'm going to make another one so I can have 2 of them because they turned out really cute. But I wanted to show you which fabric I used in the kit. And so all I did was fold it in half, and I glued this side, and then I cut little tiny cuts, but not all the way through. I'm sure that you've seen this technique before. I saw it a long time ago, and haven't made one of these flowers in a while, so I thought that fabric was perfect for it. So that's what I did, and it turned out really shabby because some of the slits, opened up, and I thought it just really made the flower. So all I did was attach it to a piece of felt and wrap it in a circle there. Then I added 2 bits of these little centerpieces in here and a fabric flower that I had in my stash. So those are the flowers I made, and then I went ahead and made some tags because I'm going to use this on, I'm going to show you here in a minute. I want to use it to label craft boxes. So I got these cards, or these tags. Here's the lace I used, and there's the little bow, and then I cut this off of the applique, and I used some Tilda paper on the front and the back. I painted the tags pink because they were a peachy pink, which didn't really go. Then I punched this out of some Tilda paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to label what's in my boxes for my craft room. And then here's another one, basically the same. I used some more of that lace, added some little pieces from the kit, and then added some Tilda paper in the background, and I distressed the edges a little bit, and then I added another piece on top where I can write in what is in my boxes. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I plan on doing with these larger flowers and the tags, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I picked up these baskets to store some things in my craft room, and I decided to go ahead and embellish them with the pretty flowers that I created from this kit. So here you can see I attached it here, and there's my pretty tag, and I can just put what I'm going to put in the basket right on the tag. And then here is the other one, and it has the tag on it right there. So I thought that looked really cute. You can see, and I just put some papers in there for now, but you can see I can store stuff in there and still make things look really pretty. So I hope that you guys like flowers that I created from the Blooming Beauties Flower Kit that Doreen created for Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye for now.